Hey, good morning, guys. It's Donald and Mary, and we're here to bring you your morning weather, water, and trail channel report. And so this morning we're starting with water and weather, and then after we're going to move some trail channel. All right, Mary, go ahead and take it away, man.
Thank you, Donald.
You're welcome, Dee.
All right, good morning, everyone. Right now in Blair, so it's 53 degrees and cloudy. And we are looking at a high of 61 today with cloudy skies and winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. And tonight, 47 with rain showers early, evolving into a more steady rain overnight. Local heavy rainfall is possible, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds and an 80% chance of rain. At Blood Mountain today, the high is going to be 52, dropping to 45 later on this afternoon. There's a chance of rain showers after 4 p.m. and it's going to be mostly cloudy. 10 to 15 mile per hour winds with 25 mile per hour gusts and a 50% chance of rain. And then tonight, a low of 43 with rain showers. It's going to be cloudy. 10 to 20 mile per hour winds and gusts up to 35 miles per hour with a 90% chance of rain. Those are some pretty big gusts, so make sure you should always be checking for those limbs and branches. You want to be safe. Water's good for the most part on the trail. Make sure you're topping off at Hawk Mountain Shelter. Slaughter Creek is, I'm not quite sure if there's a reliable source there at the moment. I have a lot of people telling me there is, and then a lot of people telling me there's not. So the last person that told me there was water, they told me I had to, you had to walk down
Slaughter
0.6.
Creek?
Yeah.
Mikey said yesterday, Whittle said there was not water there,
Okay.
dude, unless you walk like way down.
Yeah, and that's what the guy told me, 0.6 down.
Yeah.
That's, a little over half a mile.
And then at Gerard Gap, he said there's water, man, but there were puddles there, man. So it looked like he said it was just stagnant water, really. So it's not really a water source. He said.
Right. We're gonna go.
And that was like 2 days ago.
Yeah, we're gonna go with dry at Slaughter.
Yeah, because so Whittle, man, is always out here. He's been out here for years. We've known him for. His name used to be Beating Rats, but it's now Whittle. I named him Whittle because he likes to whittle stuff out of wood, man. So, but definitely, I trust his word when he says no water, or it's going to be like a walk. So we've got a 0.6 mile walk at least for water. All right. Anyways, I apologize.
That's okay. And then Neil Gap to Hogpen Gap is dry, and then Hogpen will have water. Haven't checked it recently in about 2 weeks, but it had pretty decent water flow 2 weeks ago. So.
Well, when did Jordan go for that hike?
Geez.
Wasn't it last week? It was when his car was down, so I think it was last week.
Might have been last week. Somewhere
So he was down at the water source, man, and there was water there. So.
Okay, so I would say it's probably still good. Right. And
Maybe.
then we're going to have some rain now, too.
Yeah,
So it should be
definitely.
resupplying it. And then, of course, the bear closures, like always. We have the Twin Creeks Trail up in the Smokies and campsites 18, 19, 55, 56, 57, and 82. All shelters are open and warnings are at campsite 71. Now let's remember the snakes that are out. It's still warm enough for snakes. Got that group of snakes in the nest under the boulders on Cow Rock, 5 miles north of Neil Gap. And then this weekend it's been super nice out, so all the gaps I've been to have been super busy. Springer was crowded. There was no parking in the parking lot because of it was full. Woody Gap was full. Parking at Byron Reese was into the overflow. There was cars parked all up and down the highway there by 180 up to Vogel because Vogel was having its festival yesterday. Neil Gap had their festival and music and everything yesterday with the vendors. And Helen's busy with Oktoberfest. A lot of folks out looking at leaves still. So everything really happening. Hiawassee had their brew and music yesterday. So a lot of activity out and about. Everywhere I went, there wasn't 1 or 2 cars on the road. There was probably a good 2 dozen coming one way, 2 dozen coming behind me. So everybody is out and about. Donald?
Yes.
I'm going to turn it over to you now.
All right, sweet. And so, let's see what we have going on today, guys. Let's start like this. All right. It's 5:38 a.m. and it's 10/26/2025. Let's start with an Arizona rescue. And so in Phoenix, a firefighter and a woman are recovering after a trail rescue in Phoenix Saturday night. Around 5:30 p.m., rescue teams responded to the area of Dean Hills near Stetson Valley Parkway for reports of an injured hiker. When they arrived at the scene, crews were able to find the woman and evaluate her injuries on trail. They determined the best way to help her off the trail was by airlifting her. During the descent, one of the rescue members hurt his leg and also had to be helped down the trail. He was taken to the hospital as well in stable condition. All right, and so in New Hampshire and at Mount Washington, more than 20 hikers who were unprepared for winter conditions atop Mount Washington had to be taken down the mountain on the Cog Railway on Saturday. According to Andy Villain, Assistant General Manager of the Mount Washington Cog Railway, the railway transported more than 20 ill-prepared hikers from the summit of Mount Washington in New Hampshire Saturday, 10/25/2025. So the summits at, or certainly above 4,000 feet, have full winter conditions, wrote Villain. Many hikers were hypothermic and without gear, even near suitable for the conditions, he added. Most of the hikers had no idea that the summit services would be unavailable and the state park had closed for the season. He said a few indicated it was their first hike ever. He encouraged hikers to do research before venturing out and emphasized that weather conditions are now present in the region's high peaks. Do not assume services or a ride down the summit is only halfway.
That's right. You get out there, you got to come back too.
Yeah, that's it's like you know, we've been saying it all year, man. I mean, for at least a year now, or longer,
Yes.
but really, this year we've been making it a point to talk about the rescues and stuff, man, and how people are coming out here unprepared and just leave no trace. They're just disregarding rules and regulations, and it's not just like new hikers, man. It's old hikers too that just don't want to adhere to the rules and regulations because they think that they've been out here forever, so they've got some sort of seniority, so they can just do whatever the hell they want to do, man. And it's totally disrespectful, whether or not we're old school or we're new. We still have to follow the rules and make sure that you know, we take care of, you know, what we all love the most, and that's the trail and ourselves and each other, man. The communities.
The mountains don't care, neither do the weather.
No,
doesn't
they
care
surely don't,
how
man.
much experience you
That's
have.
right.
You know, it's going to do what it's going to do.
It's gonna hurt you
and the
too,
weather's
man.
going to win.
And especially up there, man, where the worst weather in the world has been recorded, highest wind speeds, or some of the highest wind speeds. I don't know if it is anymore, but they had the highest wind speeds in the world, man, up on top of Mount Washington. It has some of the worst weather in the world, man, or equally as bad as Everest or any place like that, man. You just have to get in that mindset, man, because that's the only way you're going to keep yourself safe, man. Think of it like that, dude, because you can't just be going out in these places, man, and disrespecting nature, disregarding the rules and regulations of, you know, just hiker safety rules and the rules of the actual forest, man, that, you know, the USFS applies to everyone, dude, or for people to follow. It's like leave no trace. Bring bring the gear that you need out there, man, because it's getting bad, guys.
One of the riders that I transported yesterday out to the trail, they were telling me they're fairly new to hiking, but they said that when they go out, whether they're out by themselves or they're out hiking with someone else, they pack as if they're expecting
That's right,
to
yeah.
stay the night on the trail. Even if
Or
they're
a
just
couple
going
nights.
out for the day, they have their own, you know, tent, they have their own sleep gear, pot, burner, everything, food, everything that's needed for at least one overnight, if not more, on the trail, because you never know what could happen.
That's right, man. And so, oops, I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely, man. It's getting dangerous out here, guys. So be super careful. You don't want to become one of the statistics or a part of the I'm not prepared crew, man, because it's just not. It's not cool, really,
It's
man.
not.
You're risking, people are risking other people's lives, man. So, anyways, man, let's move on to the next thing, man. All right, and so yesterday, they had their gathering up at the crossings, man. We bought like 5 or six tickets. So I wonder if we won anything. Not sure, but Jordan went up and worked, and Mary went down and did the one shuttle, I believe, that we actually had scheduled yesterday. But it turned into doing another one when she was coming back from, I think it was an Amicalola to Springer, right?
Amicalola Hightower. Well, I did originally Springer to Amicalola.
Oh yeah, Springer to Amica, and then when she was about 40 minutes away from Amica, I got a call from 2 ladies that were at long-term parking and wanted to ride up to Hightower Gap, and so Mary spun it back around and headed back down to Amica and scooped the 2 ladies up, brought them back up the mountain, and then I believe we had some hikers that were actually supposed to be picked up today, and there was an injured. She injured her ankle, or
kind of her knee and ankle together. Just kind of going in together.
Did she tell you what was
Just a lot of downhill was causing her some pain. So it was just time. She said she could barely walk anymore. It was just time to get off.
Okay, all right, and
Back
so.
to Woody Gap.
Right, and so we scooped them up, man, and this was after the Hightower when Mary was on the way back. She was like, "Well, I gotta head over to Hog Pen now," and so she headed over there, or it was actually Tazza and scooped the riders up and got them back to Woody Gap, and then
super nice people.
Yeah, right. And then about 4:58ish, I think it was, man, I received a call from Jordan. He was up at Neil Gap and the festivities were going on or whatever. Anyways, there were some folks there that wanted a ride to the MARTA station, and so there were 4 riders, and they didn't speak really good English, so the communication was broken for sure. But I was able to get a person on the phone finally, and I explained to them how we, worked our rules and stuff, or how we work our scheduling. And so he didn't want to pay over the phone with his card because he felt like, I don't know what was up, man. He felt like something was going to happen to his card. He was a foreigner, and I think that's just a lot of stuff happens over there that, they're just really, some of them don't want to do that. They'd rather pay a different way. Anyways, man, I wasn't going to put him on our schedule because, I was just like, look. And so George grabbed the phone, man, and we started to talk. And she explained to the riders that they needed to pay up front. And so Jordan and George, and I could hear the people in the background, like, going back and forth, man. And I just told George, I was like, look, man, I said, Jordan's going to give him a ride anyways. I said, if they have cash right now, they can pay him right then and there. That's no big deal, man. Or we can stop at an ATM because Jordan was about to get off anyways. And so, and plus they were all standing there. They're not going to go anywhere. So, and we weren't going to lose anything if they did because Jordan's there anyway. So, I played it out like, I was like, look, and they actually had money, and I said, George, man, just tell them to pay,
that's right, the fee.
Jordan right now, and we'll be good to go, man, and we'll just get him down to MARTA. And so we were able to work that out. But the thing is, man, is if everything didn't work like that, they wouldn't have got onto our schedule. We would have just passed them on because that's just too much flaky for us, man. And if you don't want to pay, or it's like, how are you paying for your airline tickets and stuff? You're putting that on the internet, dude. I mean, you know what I mean, man? It just doesn't make much sense to me. It's like, wait, you're gonna pay all these other companies, man, but you don't want to pay us. And so I just say no, man. And eventually, either they pay or they don't, man. It's either it's a 50-50 chance. Either they're gonna or they're not. You know what I mean?
Chances we can't take.
Yeah, you can't because you know, it's just not worth it, man. We've been burned way too many times to take that chance anymore. Unless we really know the people, man, then we kind of let things slide, maybe, but not usually. So, but I mean, there's sometimes, man. You know what I mean? Like, the only time I really let stuff go is if the person does not have signal, and they, you know, they seem decent.
Yeah, we have to kind of weigh out the situation.
Yeah, you have to feel it out, man. Right.
And make a decision on that.
Yeah, and you can tell how someone is from a text, man. Believe it or not, man. You can kind of see how they are and how they answer your questions, and you know, you can feel it through their text, kind of. It's weird to say that, man, but after a while, you can just kind of pick out people's personalities and stuff, and you can kind of see how they're gonna handle something, man, by their answers and the way that they ask questions. It's just, I don't know. I'm sure people understand what I'm talking about if you're into that sales and listening. And
you can see, like, if they're solid and serious, and if they're really wanting, or if they're just kind of putting feelers out, wishy-washy, they don't respond to you, and we understand sometimes signal's sketchy. But when you have huge gaps, like you've had a lot of question, and all of a sudden they disappear. Yeah,
you know something's up. We usually don't mess with those kind of people, man, because they're flaky and they're not responsive, and we can't work like that. That's right. It's disorganized, and so nothing against the people, man, but we would rather just work with people that, you know, are focused, have they're organized, and have everything together. That way we're working with people that are like us, man, and there's no miscommunication, or there's no, because eventually, man, that disorganization is going to clash with us, man, and it's going to cause issues, and it's going to cause the type of issues that cause like bad feelings, and there's no reason to have those feelings, man, so we just avoid it by not taking it on, man. And so we just tell the people, like, if I feel like we're gonna have issues with them further down the line because they need too much, or they need too much and don't want to give enough back, meaning they don't want to work with you to make the whatever you're doing work smoothly, then we can't do it, man. You know, no hard feelings, just it's just not worth our time, man.
That's
So,
right. All right.
Anyways, so today, man, we have nothing going on, actually, right?
That's right.
Yeah, because yesterday's Tessin team, man, was today.
That's right.
So we don't have anything going on. So we're gonna be around today doing stuff around the house. Again, Jordan's getting ready to take off, man, and head home for the winter, and then Mary and I are winterizing. And
Biscuit's winterizing too. He's all fuzzy and fat.
He is too, man. He's getting all.
He looks like a puffball.
He does. He's funny though,
cute.
man. He's super cute. Man. I love that little dude. And so, but anyway, so today is Sunday, man. I hope everyone has a great day. We're gonna end it here. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right, sweet kids, man. If anyone has anything at all, give Mary and I a call. We're here for you. All right.
That's right.
One love, peace, man. Thanks.